What's more likely?
Never say never, but never.
Excellent. That's great production value right there. I love it. Excellent. Okay. Chris Brockman, you got the floor.
All right, what's more likely? We got 4 football and a basketball, guys. Okay, these two men lead their respective categories in the National Football League. Receiving yards, rush yards. So what's more likely? More Cooper Kupp receiving yards this week or more Jonathan Taylor rush yards?
Wow, great question.
That's a good one.
Man.
Yeah, threw it right at you. Rams at Vikings, Colts at Cardinals. Both would have to do it on the road.
Oh, man. I'll go Kupp.
He's on such a roll.
I know he's
man.
on such a roll.
Such a roll.
I'll go Kupp.
All right, so you're back in Arizona.
I mean, if you're in Arizona, don't you just load that box and say, go ahead, Carson Wentz? Just go.
Yeah, I would play man on the outside, and I would put
Go.
8 men in there the whole time.
Right? And see if you connect with Pittman or T.Y. or whatever. I mean,
Try.
Which is why at some point, according to Frank Reich, as he said, that Carson Wentz is going to have to be the star of the game for them to win a game. This might be that.
This would be
And as you know, Wentz was balling out earlier this year in many different instances. Just not this past week. I'll take Kupp because he's on a roll, and I think the Rams beat the Vikings.
Do you trust
I'm
Jimmy
sensing
G
that.
or Carson Wentz more?
Oh, my God. I'll trust Carson Wentz more right now.
All right, fair. All right, these two teams matching up as well. Huge game. AFC East Bills Patriots. What's more likely, more Bills points or Mac Jones pass attempts?
I'll go Mac Jones pass attempts. That's more likely. Yeah, man.
So Mac Jones throws, high 20s?
Yeah, I don't think the Bills are going to score more than 21, 24.
Okay.
You know, I'd be shocked if they get in the 30s. And Mac Jones is going to have to throw the ball to win this one. That's the way I think you just saw. Right. I just think, you saw the way the Colts play it. The Bills are going to play a better game. You have to think that they're not going to shoot themselves in the foot as much as they did. The weather's not going to be in their skulls. And at some point, Mac Jones is going to. I'll go more Mac Jones passing attempts. All right. That's a good one.
Good one. Okay. All right. Next up, these two players are 1-2 in the NFL in pass yards. Talking about Tom Brady. Talking about Derek Carr. They have home division games this week. What's more likely? Who's more likely to lead the week in passing yards? Tom Brady, Derek Carr.
I think Brady is going to absolutely torch the Carolina Panthers this weekend.
No Godwin, no Mike Evans, Antonio Brown back.
Gronk, Scotty Miller. Don't forget Scott. Everyone's like Scotty Miller's. He's playing
a huge touchdown before
he's
the half.
He's the one that had that back-breaking touchdown before the half in the NFC Championship game last year.
Yeah, okay.
So I think Brady's. I think Tom is going to eviscerate Carolina this weekend.
I hope so.
You do? You have Brady in fantasy.
I lost the rest of the team in fantasy, but still got Tom.
I think he's going to. I mean, imagine. Let's look it up. What did he do the week after he got shut out in 2006? I'll look that one up while you ask me the next one.
Okay,
Go for it.
All right, next one. What's more likely? AFC North team to pull the road upset. Cleveland in Green Bay, Pittsburgh in Kansas City.
Pittsburgh and Kansas City, and I did not stutter.
Really?
Yeah.
Explain yourself, Rich Eisen.
Well, I'm genuinely concerned about how the offense is going to look with Baker coming off of COVID. I'm assuming he's gonna, and Myles Garrett's got half of his. I mean, he's 50-50. I mean, he's got a groin injury, and he's going to go chase around Aaron Rodgers and try and anchor that line with A.J. Dillon being rolled downhill and Aaron Jones coming out to chip him or whoever might chip him. I mean, and the Chiefs are on a roll, but bound to be get got. Steelers make it one of those ugly games, and maybe Harris has a big game. He hasn't had one in about a month. I'm painting a rosy picture as possible. And as you all know, the Chiefs have some COVID issues. Is Tyreek Hill playing? Is Travis Kelce going to test out?
Unclear.
That's correct. So that's where I'll go on all of that.
You got the Brady game log?
Yes, I do. You ready for this one?
All right, so they shut out in week 06 against Miami, right?
They got shut out by Miami in 06. Correct. In
21-0.
next game against the Houston Texans, they won 40-7.
What did Brady have?
Although he didn't have that big of a game,
No?
man.
So what was it, Corey Dillon running the ball? Like, what was that?
Let me get it for you. He had 109 yards passing, but 2 touchdowns.
109, that's it.
Yes. That might have been a
Watson
rushing game.
caught
Let's see.
one?
Hold on. Interestingly enough, he was going against David Carr. And the rushing numbers were, here we go. Corey Dillon had 61 rushing yards.
Nothing crazy.
The only
huh?
rushing touchdown was Kevin Falk.
Defensive score then? They must
Let's see. As a matter of fact, touchdowns. Jabbar Gaffney caught one from Tom Brady.
Wow.
Ellis Hobbs ran one back for a touchdown, a kickoff.
Okay.
And Kevin Falk had an 11-yard rush
Jeez.
and a 43-yard pass from Tom Brady. And the rest of it was just the defense kicking their ass. The only touchdown for the Texans that day, Ron Dane with a 1-yard dive.
Ron Dane. I mean, mid-2000s, blast from the past names.
There you go.
Huh? Jabbar Gaffney,
Yep.
Corey Dillon. Wow.
Yep. David Carr was the quarterback.
How many
And
sacks for David
Andre
Carr?
Johnson held to just 5 catches on 10 targets for 28 yards. And his longest was 9 yards. There you go. So,
Andre Johnson?
typical Belichick game. We're not letting Andre Johnson beat us.
Andre Johnson, Hall of Famer?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. All right, last one. What's more likely this week, guys? NBA, big Christmas slate in the association tomorrow. More likely to drop 40. More likely to drop 40 on Christmas. Steph Curry or Kevin Durant. Warriors at Suns. Nets at Lakers.
I'll go Nets at Lakers because the Lakers just got torched at home by the Spurs last night.
Steph had 46 last night.
Trust me, I know that, Chris. You've got him in fantasy.
Oh, right.
I was actually
Oh, right.
I was actually up going into the last couple of games where you had Steph. I had Murray for San Antonio. I'm doing Lego with the kids. I look down at my phone because I'm trying to be present doing the Lego. And, I felt like a shop teacher. All 3 kids are doing Lego because we're trying to get them off a screen because we know they're going to be on a screen all day.
Yeah.
So I'm walking around trying to be present. I grab my phone. I take a look. I'm like, why am I now suddenly down all these points? And, Steph Curry.
Oh, yeah, Steph went up.
So the Suns, though, are a much better defensive team and a much better team right now than
There
what
you
the
go.
Lakers are.
Hey, way to talk that out.
Right? And Durant is getting, right? We get the beards back.
The beard is back, yeah.
Is Kyrie cleared?
Beard's back.
Is Kyrie cleared?
No, he's still in protocol.
Okay.
He's still in protocol.
All right.
Rich, I have Shea Gilgeous, 29 last
Dude,
night.
he's
Devin
so terrific.
Booker, 30 last night.
By the way, he's so terrific.
Yeah.
Shea Gilgeous
Oh, man, he's awesome.
Alexander
So
is
fun to
really a
watch.
great basketball
Yeah,
player.
really fun to watch.
Oh, you got a good team. I still have a chance.
No, he's
They got
it's
they got an
6'4".
outside chance.
It's 6'4".
No, it's worse than that.
Oh,
dude.
no, it's 8'3".
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly.
Yeah, sorry.
Exactly.
Don't trade for Giannis.
That's the name of my team name.
There's a chance.
There's a chance. Yeah. So I'll say I'm going with Durant over
Durant,
over
I like
Curry.
it. I like it. Durant has one 40-pointer. It was actually a 50-pointer. He is the only 50-point game in the league.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.